Hello there, YouTubers. Just kind of making a goofy little movie because I haven't made one in a long time. I hope to make another one this afternoon. This is my can cruncher. I've been redoing it. The motor gave up the ghost on it a little bit. Here's the old motor. I got motors everywhere right now, but here's the old motor. I don't know if you can focus in on it. Somewhere right around there it says it's 3/4 of a horsepower. And it spins 1725. I thought the capacitor went out because when you turned the switch on it wouldn't start, but if you wrapped a rope around the shaft and pulled it, it would start. And it ran that wood splitter, can cruncher for years. And I got tired of it, and I was redoing it and kind of updating it and making it I could roll it around a little bit better instead of just being on a table in there. So I did all that, and when I took the motor down to my buddy's house to figure out what was wrong with it, we decided that the starting winding was burned up into it. Been that way for years. So he says, well, I got a motor that'll work just fine for that. That's a 3/4 horse over there. So we switched to this motor down here, and this is a 1.5 horse, same speed. Figured out it would run it fine. Well, it doesn't. It wouldn't run that thing hardly at all. So then I went out and bought another motor. This one here is a 1.5 horse, but it spins 3450 instead of 1725. Well, that was all well and good, and I put it on, and every time you have to switch it, you got to take it out and mount the pump, and then you make this little bracket here that holds it and all that kind of nonsense. Got it all hooked up, got it all plumbed up, and went the wrong direction. You couldn't change the direction of it. So as a lot of you know, I'm a pack rat, and anything I can pick up, I'll get anything. I had a lot of trash compactors that were thrown out, and that's the motor off a trash compactor, and it had the hydraulic pump hooked onto it, and I just had to replumb it and wire it, and that runs it and does a nice job. You can see I've run a few cans through testing it, but it goes too slow. This thing, it just goes too slow, and if you're splitting wood or if you're doing can crunching, you don't want to take all day to crunch a can. So before, with that first motor, the 3/4 horsepower motor, you could crunch them as fast as you could put them in. You put them in, take them out, put them in, take them out, well, they just fall through, but you put it in, and as it's retracting, you grab another can and get it in, and sometimes you couldn't beat it back. This new one is just too slow, so I ordered another motor. I've been changing different motors and stuff like that to get it back up to the speed of this good old motor. This good old motor. There's another motor I was thinking about putting on. That one there's a 1.5 horsepower. There's another one that I've been going through motors. That was the original pump I had on it. Here it was just a two-stage pump. It's upside down, so it looks a little goofy. Anyhow, that's just kind of a playing around at night because I have lights out here, kind of thing. And if I get it up running where I like it, I'll do another video of that. I have videos in the past of it, but I'd have to look up and see where they are. The kind of the gist of this video here is drying wood again. 2 years ago, I put some wood in the greenhouse. So this is going to be a 2-year update on how that wood is drying in the greenhouse. I'll tell you, it's down to, last I saw it the other day, it was down to 343. It's been that way for probably since January, February, maybe December. It hasn't lost any weight. On a day like today, you can see it's kind of overcast. I'm having a hard time getting going. It's overcast, tearing down the old garden. Didn't do very good this year. The deer got into it, that kind of stuff. But here we are. I have to turn the radio off. Hold on a second so you can hear me. We're in the greenhouse now. I don't even know how to volume. Anyhow, this is the wood from 2 years ago. It was put in here, this tag is upside down. I don't know if you can read it. 10/18 of 18, and now we're 10 something like 21 or something. Let's see where we're at. It's come up right now. It's at 300. I don't know if you can see that. 345. Right now on a moist day it picks up a little bit of weight, but the other day it was 343. And here's another batch of wood I'm doing, and I got the scale over here ready to go for another batch of wood. Just kind of playing around, just playing with moisture and how long it takes to get rid of water and wood. I'm doing better at that second stack of wood. This is kind of the statistics on it here. I'm doing better job of keeping track. But on that big pile of wood, it started out 600 pounds. It was 343 the other day when I looked at it. That means there's 257 pounds lost, okay, of water. Now it's 1/10 of a cord, as you recall from the other videos, so that's times 10. That means there's 2,570 pounds of water per cord that it lost, and the water weight is 8.34 of weight. That's 304 gallons, almost 305 gallons of water in a cord of wood. Now if you can imagine, okay, you know, from 6,000 pounds to 3,000, or it'd be 6,000 pounds for a cord because it's times 10, down to 3,430 pounds is what it went to. But if you can imagine the BTUs it takes to burn off 304 gallons of water, that's why it's so much better to burn as seasoned as you can get. Now what I did find is most of the water goes out of it in the first 3 months. So you're almost down 50% of its moisture in the first 3 months, which generally at that point I might burn it. This wood here, it was kind of interesting. I'm going to do another video of sawing logs and how to saw wood. This I'm pretty sure is white oak. Okay, and you can see it was a dead tree with hardly any sapwood left on it. I pulled it out of the woods. This was about a 16 or 18 inch round, and we cut it up and split it. And when we did, the buddy of mine that was with me, Luke, he says, "Oh, that thing doesn't weigh very much." Well, we split it and brought it up here and put it on the scale, and it weighed 175 pounds, just that one round. Now you can see here it's picked up a little weight. Yeah, it's picked up a half a pound because the moisture's out so high. But I checked the moisture in this wood. Now you look at it, and this stuff is checked in really good, and you would think it's dry, but I did the moisture on it just the other day, and it was still running at 43% water content in it. That's why I think it's white oak, and maybe white oak sends the moisture meters a little crazy because it's just so dense. I'm not sure, but that wood, I'm keeping a lot better track of that wood, and what it's losing, and the weather and that kind of stuff. But today is a plus day. It went from 155 to about 155 and a half. I guess because the moisture is so high. And this is when I started writing it down, and we started on 9/21, and now it's I don't know what today is, the 20th or 21st. So it's been a month. So it's just kind of how update on wood. But anyhow, the main thing was this wood here. It's done drying. It hadn't dried any in 6 months, and now it's down to it's 345 today. So it picked up a couple pounds in the last. It's been a little overcast the last couple days. The humidity's been real high. So that's the wood update. See ya.